But everything I told you about Chelsea is coming to fruition. This isn't because I'm this oracle of football. It isn't. I'm not sitting here like, oh, guess what? I told you so. That isn't my approach here. It was obvious. You watched you watched the beginning of last season. After the opening game of the campaign through to December, Chelsea were purring. They then went through that adversity that we spoke about. Their performances needed to get better. They did. The last 6 games of the season, even the Newcastle win, they didn't play badly. Nico Jackson cost them. Last 6 games were brilliant. Amazing throughout the Club World Cup. They had one game where they got done on the counter, and then they adjusted for it. They've had a fantastic summer of purchases. For me, it was obvious that Chelsea were going to look this good. It was a dot on the cards. It was almost a certainty. Like the sun was going to rise this morning, and as it's going to set tonight, Chelsea were going to be so much better this year. They just were. And we saw that tonight. And my word, listen, before we get onto the new boys, Palmer. I got sick to my back teeth last year of people watching him have the first bad period of his career, which is normal, which happens, writing him off, flashing the pan, one season wonder. The utter nonsense said about this man, I felt it. There's less shit when you go for a chronic irrigation. You know, the old tube up the old batty hole, right? Less shit at that than people that were attacking Palmer last year. He's a special talent. He's a fantastic player. And as well run as Man City are, I'm just going to keep saying this every week. It's maybe the biggest mistake they've made in the last 10 or so years. Well, until we get the verdict in. But he was phenomenal. You can't deny that. He was absolutely phenomenal tonight. The relationship he's already built in a handful of days with Estevao was also special to watch. And that relationship is often easy when you're looking at 2 high quality, high IQ, intelligent, technically gifted football players. They almost knew where each other were going to be. That will get better as they bond, as their relationship progresses. But Palmer tonight was special. The first goal, listen, Palmer, the chip was outrageous. No one's really talking about it. But he tonight is looking back to his best. And for Chelsea's title push, because yes, I'm saying it, Chelsea are pushing for this title. He is going to be key. I'm going to come on to Estevao. Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're going, what about Estevao? I'm getting there. Gittens came on in the second half. When Chelsea signed him, it was one of those moments where you ever been in a room? You might have been on a bus. You could have been in a classroom. You could have been in the staff room at a party. Someone says something outrageous and you're talking to somebody else. You're like, yeah, I know. I went around the back. They weren't in. I didn't know what was going on. And you hear it and you sort of stop talking. You go, I went around the back and then I said, what? And it takes your attention away. That's what happened to me when people were talking about Gittens. Oh, why are they buying him? He's not even that good. His stats aren't amazing. Now, I love a stat as much as the next guy. But if you've never seen Gittens play, again, you should keep your mouth buttoned. The potential of this man, the speed of this man, the close control, the dribbling, the danger that he possesses is another level. And he's got to maintain what he did tonight, do it more regularly, do it every week, or as many weeks as possible. But I was sitting there thinking, I know what Chelsea fans are thinking when he came on and within seconds was twining man up on the left-hand side. I know what they were thinking. I'm so glad that we haven't got Sancho doing his pass back. Just directness. That directness is exactly what Moresca wants. I thought he came in and he demonstrated why he is going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be, but he's going to represent such a threat and such danger going into next season for Chelsea. Just an absolutely phenomenal, young, brilliant talent. Now, there was another man, I've already mentioned him on the live stream, but it's the young guy that came on. Is it Dario Estevão? I don't know. I might have butchered his name, and I apologize if I have. I never heard of the guy. Fuck me. Genuinely. I was watching him play, and the commentator said something, and I was like, it could be misinterpreted in the world we live in, but I mean this with the utmost respect. I thought it was Caicedo. Not through appearance. That would be bigoted. But I'm talking stance, stature, movement, the way he wins a ball back. It's like a clone. Is that something else Clear Lake? Is that something else Todd B has brought in? Are they cloning people now? Is that what they're doing? Because that's what it looked like. It was like Face Off. Do you remember Face Off? Nicolas Cage, John Travolta? It's like Caicedo got subbed off, but they put him back on with a different face on. It was ridiculous. I can't believe how good he is. I know you've got Lavia to come back from injury, but I don't know if you're going to need him. In fact, Man United, we want Belieber. Put a cheeky bid in. Put a little cheeky one. I bet you could twist Chelsea's arm and get him cheaper than Belieber. He looked amazing. Of course, I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but I was very, very, very impressed indeed. João Pedro, come on. Just listen. I'm so glad I listened to you guys. I'm so glad I listened to my community. Terry, I think you've got the João Pedro thing wrong. Don't not die on that hill. Don't even go on that hill to be shot at. Don't do it, my friend. Stay away from that hill. Thank you. I will say this. A lot of people don't know this about myself and, my channel, the Football Terrace, that Chelsea were the first fans of another team to really adopt the Football Terrace as their own. And we've got a massive Chelsea following on this channel. Just through the bad years, it's gone a little dormant, which I understand, right? I get it. But they came out in their hose and Terry, don't die on that hill, man. You'll regret it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be objective and watch. I've only seen him in a Chelsea shirt 3 times. I'm so glad I got off that hill. He came on and just his link-up play could drop deep, could drift out wide. He can do all the things that Nico Jackson could do well, but he just scores goals. And he obviously picked up another goal tonight. I felt Chelsea's performance actually deserved a bigger scoreline in reality, but it is what it is. And then for me, look, you guys in the comment section are going to talk about other players. Yeah, there might be other names you want to mention and talk about that you were impressed with, and that's absolutely fair. But I need to speak about Estevão Willian, because there was talk a few days ago that Chelsea were going to loan him out. There was talk a few days ago that Chelsea were going to take him away from the limelight, send him out on loan. I know that has now been debunked. I've read the story, but I'm just going to reiterate this message just in case there are any remaining burning embers. Don't do it. For the sake of Chelsea Football Club, don't do it. I think you've unearthed something special here. Do you remember that movie, Blood Diamond? When my guy finds the big pink diamond that's worth millions. I think that's what you've done here. I think you found a pink diamond. And it's massive. This kid, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with everything. Do you know what I liked? He's got technique, he's got intelligence, but he's direct with it. It's not a load of old dribbling and step overs and flicks and tricks and woo for nothing. There's end product. He's got a poacher's instinct. He likes to take a shot. He can play in the central areas, can play well out wide. My giddy gosh. I haven't said that for many years. I used to love saying that as a kid. My giddy gosh. This young man is going to be a superstar. Don't loan him out. Keep him in this first team. Nurture him. Protect him when you need to, Maresca. But Chelsea have found themselves Palmer 2.0 because I think there's so many similarities. But I think they can both play at the same time. Sometimes you can get 2 players that are similar and they don't work for your team. But these 2 are going to be different because they can both score and create. The only time those similarities become a problem and they don't merge well together is if you have a situation where they both just want to take shots or they both just want to create and you need a little bit more contrast, dichotomy, and difference. But they do both. They both do both. And that was his first game on English soil. Yes, it's a friendly. It's not a real goal yet. We know that. I know somebody, it's not a real goal, Terry. Rivals of Chelsea. It's not a real game. It's not his debut. I know. But you know as well as I know, this kid is built different. And we've all seen it with Max Dowman at Arsenal recently. You watch him and you just go, shit. That's proper talent. We saw it when Kobbie Mainoo came onto the pitch for Man United. First game, everyone in reality just went, what's this? Same tonight. I watched him play and just went, oh my God. Oh my days. He's phenomenal. Chelsea have got an absolute star in the making. Gutted, but happy for you guys. I'm happy for the Chelsea fans in my community because you're like family at this point. But look, Chelsea are dangerous. Chelsea are going to be in this title race. Tonight's performance proves it. By the way, I'm going to put it out there now. I might not get the scoreline right, but performance-wise, they're going to batter, pin back, dominate, and almost embarrass Milan. I think it's Milan they play Sunday. It's going to be a different level. It's just going to be an absolute beatdown. Chelsea are going to lay that marker. People that are putting their bets on, people that are doing their top 4 predictions and all this stuff, if you're writing off Chelsea in anything, you're a fool. You're a fool. You're a damn fool. Because this team, I'm going to say it now, Chelsea are back this season. They are back with a vengeance. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel.